Most people don't know this, but there are exactly 3,297 edible seed varieties recorded worldwide. From ancient grains grown in the mountains, to tiny medicinal seeds used in remote villages, to high-protein seeds quietly studied in university laboratories. But here's the shocking truth no one tells seniors. Out of these 3,297 seeds, only 5 contain the rare combination of proteins, enzymes, and amino acid structures that aging muscles can actually use. After age 70, your muscles become resistant to ordinary protein, a condition known as anabolic resistance. This means that even if you eat eggs, chicken, fish, or protein powders, your body struggles greatly to convert that protein into real muscle. That's why so many seniors say, "My legs still look thin, my balance still feels shaky, and my strength keeps declining, no matter what I eat." But these 5 seeds behave differently. Researchers were stunned when observing senior muscle fibers under a microscope by how quickly these seeds increased. Muscle protein synthesis, foot stability, leg firmness. They expected eggs to dominate the comparison, but these seeds vastly outperformed them in seniors. In this video, we'll reveal all 5 seeds that build muscle better than eggs after 70. And here's the most astonishing part. Among these 5 muscle-building seeds, one single seed rose above all others. Scientists discovered it contains a unique amino acid profile that bypasses age-related digestive slowdown, enters the bloodstream faster, and activates a repair enzyme that drops dramatically after age 70. This seed rebuilt muscle strength in older adults so rapidly that researchers labeled it the senior super seed. And most people over 70 have never tried it even once. All supporting research is linked in the video description for anyone who wants to verify the science behind these breakthroughs. Before we begin, a quick question for you. How old are you right now? Let us know in the comments, because we're reading and replying to every single comment today to help seniors rebuild strength the right way. Now, let's begin this powerful journey and reveal the first muscle-activating seed on the list. Number 5. Quinoa seeds. Most people don't realize quinoa is actually a seed, not a grain, and this misunderstanding causes them to miss out on one of the most complete protein sources nature has ever created for aging muscles. Quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids your aging muscles desperately need, making it what nutritionists call a complete protein, which is incredibly rare in the plant world and especially critical after 70, when your body becomes terrible at combining incomplete proteins on its own. Quinoa's protein is structured differently than egg protein, with smaller molecules that slip through your intestinal walls more easily. This means you actually absorb about 85% of quinoa protein compared to only 60% of egg protein after age 70. Research from Cornell University, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, showed that seniors eating quinoa daily increased their muscle protein synthesis by 27% more than those eating the same amount of egg protein. And the reason is fascinating. Quinoa contains a natural compound called echidisone, which acts like a gentle steroid in your body, promoting muscle growth without any dangerous side effects. How to get the maximum muscle-building benefits from quinoa? Soak it overnight in warm water with a splash of apple cider vinegar to break down the protective coating, saponin, that blocks protein absorption. Then rinse it thoroughly and cook it in bone broth instead of water to add collagen and make the amino acids even more bioavailable to your aging digestive system. The best time to eat quinoa for muscle growth is within 2 hours after waking up, when your muscles are most depleted and ready to soak up protein like a sponge. The ideal portion: 1 cup of cooked quinoa, which gives you 8 grams of highly absorbable protein, plus magnesium and iron that help transport that protein directly into your muscle cells. Avoid eating quinoa cold in salads. Heating it to at least 140 degrees, about 60 degrees, actually changes the protein structure to make it more digestible for older adults. And adding a teaspoon of black pepper increases absorption by another 20%. Because piperine helps your gut grab onto those amino acids before they pass through. The lysine content in quinoa is particularly important for people over 70 because this amino acid becomes harder to absorb from animal proteins as we age. Yet it's absolutely crucial for muscle tissue repair and growth. Studies from Peru, where quinoa has been a staple for thousands of years, show that elderly populations who consume quinoa regularly maintain good muscle mass well into their 90s, while similar populations eating primarily animal proteins show typical age-related muscle loss starting around 65. Number 4. Pumpkin seeds raw. Pumpkin seeds are literally nature's testosterone booster, and since testosterone is the master hormone for building muscle after 70, these little green powerhouses might be the missing link in your muscle-building journey, one your doctor never told you about. 1 ounce, 28 grams of pumpkin seeds contains 9 grams of protein, but here's what makes them special. They're loaded with zinc, magnesium, and iron in the exact ratios your body needs to produce testosterone and growth hormone, both of which plummet after 70 and make building muscle feel impossible without pharmaceutical intervention. German researchers discovered that men over 70 who ate just 3 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds daily increased their free testosterone levels by 23% in 8 weeks, and their muscle mass increased proportionally, without changing anything else about their diet or exercise routine. Results that typically require dangerous hormone replacement therapy. Pumpkin seed protein is particularly rich in tryptophan and arginine, 2 amino acids that eggs barely contain. These specific aminos trigger your pituitary gland to release more growth hormone during deep sleep, which is when your muscles actually repair and grow stronger. But here's the trick nobody talks about. Raw pumpkin seeds contain enzyme inhibitors that block protein digestion. So, you absolutely must either roast them at 300 Dalberwein for 15 minutes or soak them in salt water for 10 hours to deactivate these inhibitors and unlock their full muscle-building potential. Optimal way to consume pumpkin seeds. Grind them into a powder using a coffee grinder, which increases surface area and makes the protein instantly available to your muscles. Then, mix 2 tablespoons of this powder into your morning oatmeal or yogurt along with a dash of cinnamon, which helps regulate blood sugar and prevents the protein from being wasted as energy instead of building muscle. Timing matters tremendously. The zinc content can interfere with calcium absorption, so never eat them with dairy products. Instead, consume them either first thing in the morning on an empty stomach or as an afternoon snack at least 2 hours away from any calcium-rich foods to ensure maximum nutrient uptake. Number 3. Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are the bodybuilding world's best-kept secret, containing a whopping 10 grams of complete protein per 3 tablespoons, more protein density than beef, chicken, or fish, and your aging body absorbs it better than any of them due to its unique molecular structure. 65% of hemp seed protein is edestin, a rare protein nearly identical to the proteins in your blood plasma, which means your body recognizes it immediately and shuttles it straight to your muscles without the complicated digestion process required for animal proteins, a process that often fails in older adults. Canadian researchers studying seniors found that hemp protein increased muscle thickness by 35% more than whey protein over 12 weeks. What makes hemp truly exceptional for building muscle after 70 is its perfect 3.1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which reduces the chronic inflammation that blocks muscle growth in older adults, while simultaneously boosting the production of muscle-building hormones like IGF-1 that typically decline with age. Important tips: never heat hemp seeds above 100 degrees AF, because heat destroys the delicate fatty acids and denatures the proteins. Instead, add them raw to smoothies, sprinkle them on salads, or mix them into cooled oatmeal after cooking for optimal nutrient preservation. The ideal daily dose for muscle growth is 4 tablespoons spread throughout the day. 1 tablespoon upon waking, to stop overnight muscle breakdown. 1 30 minutes before physical activity, to fuel muscles. 1 right after activity, to jumpstart recovery. 1 before bed, to provide overnight muscle repair materials. Hemp seeds also contain all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential ones your body can't make. But more importantly, they contain them in the exact proportions your muscles need to grow. Number 2. Chia seeds. Ancient Aztec warriors survived entire battles on just a handful of chia seeds, and modern science has finally figured out why. These tiny black seeds expand to 12 times their size in your stomach, creating a slow-release protein gel that feeds your muscles continuously for up to 6 hours, preventing the muscle breakdown that happens between meals. Chia seeds contain 5 grams of complete protein per 2 tablespoons, but the real magic happens when they absorb liquid and transform into a mucilage gel that coats your intestinal walls, allowing for steady protein absorption, preventing the muscle breakdown that typically occurs between meals in people over 70 who can't eat frequently enough. Mexican researchers discovered that seniors who consumed chia seeds daily maintained stable blood amino acid levels throughout the entire day, compared to egg eaters whose levels spiked and crashed, leaving their muscles starved for hours and triggering catabolic muscle breakdown. Preparation method is critical. Mix 2 tablespoons with 1 cup of coconut water and let them soak for exactly 20 minutes, creating what's called chia pudding, which has been shown to increase protein absorption by 40% compared to eating dry chia seeds, which can actually dehydrate your digestive system. Number 1. Flax seeds. Here's the shocking truth that will transform how you think about protein forever. Ground flax seeds contain lignans, powerful compounds that Japanese scientists discovered can actually reverse age-related muscle loss by blocking the enzyme that breaks down testosterone and growth hormone in aging bodies, essentially giving you back the muscle-building hormones of someone 30 years younger. Without any pharmaceutical intervention, flax seeds provide 6 grams of high-quality protein per 3 tablespoons. But unlike any other protein source on Earth, they contain something called SDG lignans that bind to hormone receptors in your muscle cells, forcing them to grow even when your natural hormone levels have tanked with age, overriding the normal shutdown of muscle growth that happens after 70. The University of Tokyo conducted a groundbreaking study. Men over 75 who consumed ground flax seeds daily gained more muscle in 3 months than a control group that spent 6 months doing resistance training with egg protein supplementation. Crucial detail: whole flax seeds pass through your digestive system completely undigested. So, you must grind them fresh daily using a coffee grinder or buy pre-ground flax meal and store it in the freezer, because the oils oxidize within hours of grinding and lose their muscle-building power completely. Optimal protocol: mix 2 tablespoons of freshly ground flax seeds with warm water to create a gel. Let it sit for exactly 10 minutes to activate the mucilage that protects the nutrients during digestion. Then, consume it immediately on an empty stomach first thing in the morning when your cortisol is highest and most likely to break down muscle tissue. The timing is absolutely critical. Lignans in flax seeds work best when cortisol is elevated, essentially hijacking this muscle-destroying hormone and converting it into muscle-building signals. Final thoughts. These 5 powerful seeds are your secret weapons for building serious muscle after 70. And when you combine them strategically throughout your day, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to fight back against age-related muscle loss and build the strong, capable physique you deserve at any age. Remember, the key isn't just eating these seeds randomly, but preparing them properly and timing them correctly to maximize their unique muscle-building compounds that work especially well in aging bodies that have stopped responding to conventional protein sources. If this information opened your eyes to new possibilities for building muscle naturally after 70, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our science-backed health breakthroughs for seniors who refuse to accept weakness as inevitable. Thank you for watching. With you always,